Can you believe it's been nearly half a year, it has been half a year since the last menopause chat?
No, I can't.
It has.
Blimey, that's gone quick.
Tell me about it. Stuff has changed. We have learnt. We have experienced.
Yes.
I say we because we definitely have.
We are living this journey.
It's good equipment for when I eventually do go through the menopause.
Yeah.
If there is anybody watching this who's thinking, well, I'm never going to go through the menopause, either you're a man or you're really young or whoever it is, trust me, you're going to need to know this information because somebody around you will have it at some point, if it's not you, and you are going to be affected by it in some way. So trust me, it is best to be clued up on it, isn't it, Andrea?
Absolutely.
And this is the best place to be. We've already done one video on it and we're about to do two. We'll link the first one in the description box in case you want a little, like...
Yeah.
You know, what do they call it? Like
refresher.
That's the one, a refresher. You know how, like, at the start of a new Netflix series, it's like a little what happened last series.
Oh, yeah. New Netflix series. Let's look at it like that.
The Menopause Diaries.
Yes.
Hit us up, Netflix. Before we get into Menopause Part 2, we need to talk about the sophistication that is on your screens right now, because I'm sorry, but are we screaming sophisticated ladies right now?
Yes.
LilySilk very kindly sponsored this part of the video for us. How cool is that,
That's
Andrea?
really kind. Thank you
we
very much.
We feel blessed. Right, like, I feel like a princess right now. Do you?
Yes.
So, okay, show them your outfit.
Okay. You know me.
You know me.
I don't mind.
How nice is that? You are screaming, spring is coming.
I feel like that. I'm wearing an outfit that makes me happy.
Yeah.
It's really colourful, really quite smart.
Yeah.
I love lilac anyway for spring.
Yeah.
I feel great.
The top is LilySilk, by the way, so that is pure silk. But come here, Anne, show them it. Because Andrea's is more of a sheer silk, whereas mine's more of a classic shiny silk. Can you see that? So yours is like more kind of floaty, blousey kind of vibes.
It has this, right, to tie around the neck, but you don't have to have that on. You can take it off. It's not attached.
It's separate, isn't it?
Yeah, and then I can open it up. I quite like it like this.
I very much like that.
Thank you.
Okay, let me show you my little ensemble here.
Oh, love it. You know that colour blue? I don't know what colour it is, but it is stunning.
So nice. They've got some beautiful colours in these, and all different styles as well. So I went for this long sleeve one with pearl buttons. Yeah. I put it with my jeans. They could probably do with a 9, but don't worry about that.
And you put it with your pearl necklace.
Yes, I put it with my pearl necklace. Let me just tell you, right?
Yeah.
So, pearl necklace to match the pearls on my thing.
Love.
It's got an M on it.
For McKenna.
Or, in this case, menopause.
Flipping now.
How good is that?
We are literally knocking it out the
park today. Tell me about it.
today.
So, let's just tell them, man. So, these are 100% mulberry silk. Mulberry comes from a mulberry tree, which, fun fact, uses less water than cotton to grow.
Oh, environmentally friendly.
Exactly. Also, environmentally wise.
Yes.
They have zero waste. So any bits they have from making their clothing, pyjamas, they do bedding, they do all sorts, they then put into making their accessories.
Nice.
Silk pillowcases. These are a game changer, actually.
Yeah, lovely.
I can't tell you how lovely these are to sleep on, right? And also, they have beauty benefits. So, were you noticing how we've lost a few years? Because it's down to these bad boys. You don't get creases on your face, so they're really good for your skin, really good for your hair, keeping your hair nice and
gorgeous.
Beautiful.
Ooh,
oh my God.
Nutted me with that one, thank
Sorry,
you.
So we've got these, pink for my room, grey for Andrea's room, so they do beautiful colours in those. Yeah. And then... last but not least, a silk eye mask. Which again, for the old, what are these called? Conkers?
Eyes.
What's another word for eyes?
Definitely eyes.
Conkers is a good one.
No, conkers is not. No.
Make that happen. Make conkers happen. Right? To stop them going all crinkly wrinkly, a silk eye mask, flipping beautiful.
I know, it's gorgeous. It's got
Pure
velvet elasticated head thing.
Yes, it has, and it's also adjustable.
I love it.
Might I add?
That is lovely.
So, something I need to tell you about this is, we are going to be giving this bad boy away. It's all padded and everything. It's gorgeous. We're going to be giving this away on our Instagram. So I'm going to leave our Instagram on here, head over to there, to the last post we've done, and it will be a giveaway of this bad boy because...
Oh, bless. That's nice.
I think you guys need your hands on some of this stuff. It's absolutely beautiful.
Have you seen how it's packaged?
Oh, my God, the packaging was gorgeous.
Blouses came in this.
It feels so
hard
special.
Boxes, so gorgeous. The pillowcases came in these.
And like tissue paper and a little sticker.
So perfect.
We're going to leave all the details down below because we do have you some discount codes if you'd like them. So make sure you go and check out LilySilk. We are very impressed with them. Really nice quality. We feel like princesses, don't we? And oh my God, that's what I meant to tell you as well. Where's the tag? Right, this is the tag that was attached to the LilySilk blouse. I think you just knocked us. We've gone wonky.
Sorry.
We're on the wonk. Right, listen to this. It said on the tag, we want to inspire people to live a better life and more sustainable lifestyle. Our care for one another and the planet is what drives us. LilySilk.
That's beautiful.
That actually made my heart smile.
Oh,
It's so us.
Yeah.
We're going to add to that with our flipping affirmation of the day, everyone.
Yes.
So, Andrea, you're going to pick us one today. 'Cause
Brilliant.
You're looking so springy and spring-like.
Okay. Springy, spring.
Springy pants.
This is a good one for spring, okay?
What is it?
I choose an amazing life.
Oh my God. Yes. I choose an amazing life.
Well, why not?
Why not? Why the hell not?
Okay, we're all right with that,
Awesome.
everybody?
We are off to a good
You've got
start.
that for the rest of the week. You're welcome.
Yeah, take that with you. Now it's time for menopause chat, right? So as I said, we've done a part 1 which opened our eyes to the amount of people watching us and the amount of people who know somebody who are going through this right now. And it's just so important to talk about. Like we said, even if you're never ever going to go through it or you're really far off going through it, it's so good to know about it, to spot the signs in someone else and to understand, because it's such a huge part of people's lives.
Yes.
And it's really important to recognise it and know maybe some tips, or just know that someone else is also feeling the same as you.
Yes.
We will link the part 1 in the description box, but seeing as it's been 6 months, I feel like it's time for an update. It's time for Andrea to give her experience and tips that she's learned. Let's just say we're not experts, are we, And
No.
We are not menopause experts,
No.
even though we like to think we might be. This is all just based on personal experience, like friend to friend kind of shiz, isn't it?
Yes.
So I think what we can do is maybe give them an update on you, what you've found out so far, maybe how your journey's going.
Yeah.
And then we'll go over to Instagram where we ask for any questions you have or any advice you guys had, and we'll chat a bit about that.
Okay,
How does that sound?
Does that sound all right?
Yeah?
Don't want to bore anybody.
Over to you, girlfriend. Go on. Hit us with it.
So, 6 months since the video.
Yeah.
The video came about because after joining up a load of dots of things that had changed within me and having to go to the doctor and speak to them about that, I realised that lots of other people are going through the same sort of thing, and it might just be a little bit helpful to say, do you know what? Have you ever thought you might be in perimenopause? And that's what the first video was about. Oh my God, the response to that, the questions, the people's experiences, it was absolutely huge. In a nutshell, I went through a whole load of symptoms that included my hair falling out a lot and being a bit unruly, my nails breaking. This is all like the tiny bits. I'm going to give you the tiny bits to start with. Always feeling thirsty, feeling tired, really tired, like beyond tired at night, tired in the day, weird. Then we had the mood swings, so I would feel like just calm 1 minute and then something would sort of set me off, and then I'd feel really angry and then come down really quickly again, and it's like, what the hell? And I'm talking over silly little things. I'm talking over who's left the dishwasher door open kind of things. Look at her laughing, she remembers. Stupid things like that. Forgetfulness. Unbelievable forgetfulness. Not just forgetting somebody's name, forgetting my daughter's name and looking at her and thinking, well, I know it, but I can't remember it. That sort of thing. The sort of thing that makes you look at your husband and go, I think you need to watch me because I'm not firing on all cylinders here and I don't know what the problem is. And then the bit that got me to the doctors in the end was this one particular weekend when my mood had started to drop and I felt so sad and so low and so weepy and almost like bereavement kind of sadness for no apparent reason. Head fog, I describe it as like a patch across your head that was so painful, almost like having a constant migraine, which I know about a lot because I have migraines, like having a constant migraine and not being able to shift it no matter what medication you used. Add that to the low moods and the other bits and pieces, not being able to sleep, hot flushes. And remember, not everybody gets all of those things. So some of my girlfriends don't have 90% of those and only just have those few little bits. It depends how you can manage it then. Because if you don't need to go to the doctor and you're managing it yourself, then happy days.
Yeah, everyone's different, aren't they?
Yeah. But I do feel like some people don't realise that they're going through it. They don't realise they're snappy. You have to be very self-aware. They don't realise that they're feeling low for no apparent reason. Also, you might go to doctors and they might suggest, oh, well, we perhaps have to get you on some antidepressants or something like that, when that is not what you need. What's happened is your body is screaming out for the estrogen that it has lost because of your age. Simples. It's as simple as that.
Yeah.
So went to the doctor with my very, very, very long list. She was great. She listened. And I told her, this is how I feel. And I feel like I need a tablet to get me through. I feel like you need to give me some medication that's going to make me feel better. So we decided on HRT and we discussed it thoroughly. I know some people can't take it because of medical situations. I know some people are perhaps against it and want to go for, you know, herbal remedies and whatever works for you. Because ultimately, all we want is to feel well.
Yeah.
That's what anybody wants.
Yeah.
And they just want to feel well and they want to feel like themselves. And when you feel unwell and you don't feel like yourself, that's massive. That's your life.
Yeah.
My first HRT that I was prescribed was tablets that you took, one for 3 weeks and then a different one for 1 week in that 4-week cycle. I took those, no problems, kind of started to feel better. The low mood stopped almost within the first week. So that was massive, right? Okay, so I wasn't feeling like I had been feeling. But the downside, although this might not be a downside to some people, but for me it was, I was putting on £1.50 per week, and it was of this bloating, this painful bloating, and just feeling really uncomfortable. So the doctors recommend that you go on these things for about 3 months. So after 3 months, I was considerably heavier, feeling really swollen, and my skin felt tight and uncomfortable, really. But you have to remember that there are many, many different medications that you can take, and they're not all going to suit you.
Yeah.
You have to give it a while to see if it works for you or not. And I decided that probably wasn't the one for me. So I went back and had a little chat, and we did discuss this other options. So there's an option of a gel. But I know what I'm like, right? If she said to me, oh, put on a squeeze of 50p piece, I'd probably think, nah, stick on a bit more than that. And that's not the deal, right? I think you've got to be sort of sensible, because I didn't want to go back to that place where I didn't feel happy again. So I thought, no, gel, I'll be all over the place. I'll forget when I've put it on. I'll put on too much because I'm thinking, let's stick this on. You know what I mean? So no, that wasn't for me. So then she said that there was this patch that you could get. I thought, oh, a girlfriend had told me about hers. She said that sometimes there might be problems with them coming off with water and stuff like that, or being rubbed with the trousers and stuff. And I thought, I wouldn't want it to, you know, fall off, whatever. Anyway, got these patches, cute little things, about this size, and they are completely see-through. You literally, you know, like those see-through plasters?
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. And you have to stick it on your ass, or around that sort of area, lower than your waist, and you change it twice a week. And so that's where I'm at now.
Tell them what the doctor told you about the
So this is really interesting. So there are many things flying about, you know, well, the weight gain happens, you know, you're of that age, blah, blah, blah. But in reality, it was going on, it was literally going on so much in such a short space of time. It wasn't down to me, it was down to something else. So the lady that I then went back to see to discuss the patches, she told me that when you take an oral HRT, it has to pass through your gut, and there are receptors within your gut that will take part of that HRT, and that can cause you to hold on to the weight. I thought, flipping neck, who'd have thought
How crazy is that?
Genius.
Yeah.
So she said with the patches, you should find that you won't have the weight gain because your body is only taking what it needs from the patch.
And I suppose because it's on your side, it's lower than the gut, so it's not...
And it's being absorbed into your body as your body needs it. It's not passing through any of those bits and pieces. So that then brings me to the present day. So I can tell you now that there is no bloating. There's no pain that you get from the bloating. And for me, there is also no weight gain. So that was fabulous.
Yeah.
It doesn't come off in the water and it doesn't rub off with the trousers. In fact, it sticks really, really well. When you take it off, you have to take it off like, you know, when you take a plaster and you have to it off. You have to do that.
Yeah.
Personally, I have had no downsides from having the patch.
Awesome.
I'm still having periods. So they expect after a time for them to go off. And they are a little more regular than they were when I was taking the tablet. But they seem to think that that will settle down as I remain on the patches. So that's what I intend to do.
Awesome.
But what I would like to say is that anybody that is concerned about the health risks in taking HRT is that if you feel that bad without having some help, then I can assure you feel so much better, it will be worth it.
And there's also a lot of health positives to taking it as well. It's not
Yes.
it's not like it's all bad and you shouldn't
Yes.
take it. Like, there are good things that come from it as well, isn't there?
Yes. Some people say that they don't believe in HRT, and I know people that have said that their doctors say they don't believe in HRT.
A lot of people commented that in the last video.
Very worrying to me.
Yeah.
Because your mental health is the most important thing.
Yeah.
So from my point of view, if you get that sort of feedback, I don't believe in HRT, so I'm not going to prescribe it to you, it's time to look for a different doctor, in my opinion, because you know how you feel. And I suppose like anything really, unless you've had a taste of it yourself, really you do not understand how awful it can be.
Yeah.
Like I say, there are different grades of it. But if you've hit a level where you're thinking, I'm not happy now, this is making me very unhappy, it's up to you to find the remedy for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
And for somebody else to tell you, no, I don't believe in that, so I won't let you have that, is not acceptable.
No. Also, something that we learned, a couple of things that I was thinking about. Number one, you don't necessarily stop needing the help. So as a woman, you can continue, that like the lady said to you that she once prescribed a 90-year-old woman HRT and it changed her life. So just because you think, oh, I've gone past like the 50-something year age, or I finished the menopause ages ago, doesn't mean that you don't still need that extra boost of estrogen to help you out. So if you are feeling these symptoms still and you think, it can't be that because that was ages ago, it's probably
like,
worth discussing it with your doctor.
Yeah. Like butterflies in the stomach, like an anxious feeling a lot of the time.
Like palpitations.
The heat thing, not being able to regulate your own heat.
Struggling to sleep.
Not being able to sleep was a massive problem.
Yeah.
Things like that, just because you're older than what would appear to be that menopause time, doesn't mean that you're not worthy of some help, a decent night's sleep, feeling well within yourself. Get rid of all the aches and pains, because that's another thing, you know, weirdly, joints would hurt and I would feel uncomfortable and not able to sit for very long because, you know, my knee would hurt, things like that. None of that now takes place. So it all goes to show you that it was all linked. Because it's not like, oh, I went off to go and get my knee fixed. Do you know what I mean?
The other thing that I thought about, that we learnt about, was that caffeine was an issue for you, wasn't it?
Yes. So this bloating thing, right, I don't want to, I'm not making excuses, right? So I have found, very sadly, that sugar and caffeine are both triggers of this massive bloating. The bloating would be so severe, you know, I'd go and say to the kids, or I'd go and say to Andrew, oh my God, look at this. And literally this swollen sort of trunk of me just looked like I was about to have a baby. It was ridiculous. So I'd go out looking normal and I'd come back in looking absolutely huge.
Like rock hard, like just full of air.
Yeah. You'd think. Not like anyone's going to pop me and I was going to go, you know, it's none of that.
Yeah.
But really uncomfortable because everything's been stretched inside. I would even suggest it was more like an intolerance.
Yeah.
That's what happened. And that came from nowhere. So I have almost cut out anything but natural sugar. I'll only have a slice of cake on a very rare occurrence. I try not to have chocolate now. And I mean, don't get me wrong, I don't think I'm boring because I'm absolutely not. But the coffee, I've made decaf.
Yeah.
So I can now be out, have a coffee and not then feel dreadful afterwards. Mm-hmm. And also, if I don't have the sugar, the cake, the chocolate, I'm not getting headaches, I'm not getting the bloating, I'm not getting the uncomfortable feeling that comes after eating that.
Yeah. So it's almost like, because some of your friends had this same thing, you become, when you're going through this process, a bit more sensitive to things than you were before. Because it's like, well, I've been having coffee for years and it's never had that effect.
Yes.
Now, all of a sudden, it's changed. And it's obviously because your body's a bit more sensitive to certain things.
Yeah.
Also, you can get a decaf espresso martini.
Who'd have known? You know me and my cocktails. Espresso martini, thank you very much, top of the list, right?
Yeah.
I was a little bit gutted with myself when I realised that I needed to have these decaf coffee. You know, I was thinking, this is going to affect me. I can't even have a martini, right? Right. You can actually ask for decaf espresso martinis and they very kindly do that for you.
How cool is that?
It's
You
amazing.
never even thought of it before.
No, but I do now.
I know.
And I feel absolutely fine after it. Whereas if I had a normal espresso, oh my God, I felt dreadful. What I have done, I've made good life choices, guys. Mm-hmm. So I've been having boiled water with a mint leaf in it or with lemon in it. I've been trying to hydrate myself different ways, but trying to remain as healthy as possible. And I think when you're going through what they call the change, but, you know, ultimately everything within your body is changing.
Yeah.
I think you've got to be kind to yourself.
Yeah.
I think you do need more fruit and veg. You do need to cut down on the addictive foods, the caffeine and the sugar. And you do need to drink as much water or hydrate yourself as much as you can, because it's only you that's going to suffer if you don't do it.
Yeah.
I started going dancing again. Mm-hmm. So a little bit of light exercise. There's nothing wrong with that. Look at her laughing. A little bit of salsa and bachata, thank you very much, now and again. Right?
Yeah.
I come back from that feeling all elated, and it was a nice bit of exercise because I'm not into going to the gym or anything like that.
Yeah.
So, of course, you know that me and Joe Wicks are having a bit of a relationship right now, so that's quite nice. But I pick and choose when I see him because, again, it's a bit of a struggle on days.
Yeah. Okay, right, so that is the update on Andrea. Let's go on to what people have said on Instagram.
Yeah.
And also, if you have any questions or if you have any advice, then definitely leave them in the comments, because it helps to hear everybody's opinions and everybody's experiences.
Yeah.
Because the more you hear, the more you can make an educated decision on, or maybe see something you've not thought of before.
Yeah.
And it can help yourself or someone that you know.
Or someone that you know.
Yeah. Have you experienced hair loss / acne with it?
The answer to that question is the hair loss I did notice. Acne, no, I didn't. Thank you, touch wood. My skin has never really been a problem. You know, spots and stuff is not something that I had to worry about. However, my skin does feel dry, so I'm having to moisturise and do that regularly now, twice a day, which beforehand, I'm sorry to say, I probably didn't.
Yeah.
So, that's the answer to that.
I can imagine it varies with people, because acne
skin
can
type.
often be a hormonal thing, can't it?
Yeah.
So I can imagine that would be.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a good question. Best way to support my mum going through menopause?
Oh, bless you, darling. Well, you're probably the best person to ask for that.
Oh, I feel the pressure now. Oh, right, okay. I would say the same as if anyone was going through anything. So, like, you know when we did our anxiety video back in the day and you were saying, from your point of view, how you've never experienced it, but to try and put yourself in their shoes and almost listen and try and work it out as much as you possibly can is the best way to do it. So I'd say the same as if you treat anyone who was feeling low or bad about themselves or feeling ill, you listen to them. Yeah, I'd say it's the emotional support, I think, more than anything. There's not really anything you can do to help other than be supportive and understanding that they might be a bit snappy on occasion.
Yeah, not snapping back at the snaps would be handy.
Yes.
Because you're just inflaming it.
Yeah.
But in truth, I feel a little bit sorry for people that have to live with you for that length of time that you haven't actually diagnosed yourself.
Yes.
Everybody's trying to placate you, or they're looking at each other like, "Ooh, I only asked if," you know, and you're a bit erratic.
Yeah.
And so I feel for people that are seeing that and thinking, well, oh my God, I can't do anything right.
Yeah.
You know, she hates me. And of course it's not that. And also, you definitely when you've sussed it out yourself and you definitely know that this is what's happening, then you look for ways of helping yourself.
It's the same with anything. If there's a reason for it, you can rationalise, you can get your head around it. Whereas if there's no almost label, it's difficult to kind of help that, because it's just a bit like up in the air, no one really knows what's going on.
But the great thing is, now this is a funny story.
What?
Your dad went shopping a few months ago. And he walked in, and I don't know, maybe his face cheesed off this woman. I don't know what happened. I don't know. But as she walked past him, she sort of made some derogatory comment. I can't remember what it was about, but it was something almost like, "We'll move out the way then," or something like that. And he looked, he thought, "Oh, bloody hell, I've done nothing. What's that all about?" Anyway, he carries on with his shopping, and as he's walking up the aisle, that lady, the same lady, came running down the aisle, and she went, "I'm ever so sorry. I'm going through the menopause and I just get really stroppy sometimes. I do apologise." So with that, bless, Andrew goes, "Oh, that's all right, love. Don't worry. It's fine. It's not a problem." He came back and told me the story. I mean, obviously it's a bit funny. Bless her. But you become more understanding. You realise that it's not deliberate. You've got no control over it. I can remember blowing at once, coming back down and going,
I think I just had a menopause moment.
Because it's just bonkers.
Yeah. And I think almost making light of it, as in, like, Andrea all the time, if she's on the phone and she's completely forgotten what she's saying, like, even if it's someone important, like the bank or something, she's like, "Oh, hang on a minute, I'm having a menopause moment."
I do.
And they're just a bit like, "Oh, okay." But if you just bring the menopause in there, like, it kind of gets rid of either the awkwardness or the annoyingness or whatever it is. It kind of just gives a bit of understanding to the situation.
When you're having a conversation with somebody and you stop, because that's what was happening to me.
Yeah.
Literally stop that conversation. You're going, can't remember what I was saying. Unless you explain yourself, you feel like a right drongo. It's like, "Oh, God, that was embarrassing." But if you say something, "Just a minute, just having a moment," and you come back in a second, it gives you a bit of breathing space, you relax a bit. Obviously, you then remember what you were talking about. Or, bless them, they might prompt you, and then you're back in the room.
And you'll be surprised how many people are so, like, not fazed by that and just so like, "Oh, okay." Like, I think at the moment it's such a good I know this sounds bad, but it's such a good time to be going through it because it's on telly all the time. Everyone, like, it's like a revolution. Everybody started talking about it now, which is amazing. And I feel so bad for the people who in the past had to go through it without anybody knowing and without any research or no one talking about it because it's so hard. But the fact that now everyone's talking about it and it's not a taboo subject, like, you can say things like that to someone in a professional environment and it's just accepted and everyone probably knows someone who's going through it. Not as scary or unknown
or taboo
as it once was.
Yes, because
which is good.
You know, only 5 years ago, nobody was talking about it.
No, I didn't know what it was.
And I'll tell you why that is, because they're all thinking, "Oh no, they're going to start talking about periods now."
Yeah.
And it's nothing to do with that.
And also, I think there's probably a stigma of, "Oh no, you're old if that happens."
Yes, definitely,
Which isn't the case at all, because you can actually go through it at any age. It doesn't mean you're old. And even if you are old, you're great if you're old. You've got all this experience, you're wise. Like, that's amazing in itself. So it doesn't matter. It's actually just a thing that everyone goes through. So, right, let's get back to the questions. 55 and have noticed a change to my body shape. It's all the tummy area. How has Andrea coped with this?
Oh, I'm going to answer that honestly. For me, it's a constant battle with what the hell is this round my middle, actually. I have a lot to be grateful for. Thank you to my parents because my genetics have meant I haven't really had to be concerned about weight beforehand. But mentally, when you have a change in shape and how you hold your newfound mate, you know, and I feel like I don't wear the clothes that I'd wore before at the moment because I feel too trunk-like. Everything feels too sturdy in the middle, you know what I mean? And this sort of area, instead of being like that, is now like that. But I'm alive and I'm happy and I'm making the best of everything. So, you know, it's a bit of a chubbier waist, something that I'm going to start making myself feel bad about. No, it's not. You know what? You get to 50 years and you're flipping grateful and you realise that the next 50 years, if you're lucky, is going to be all about self-preservation and trying to make the most of what you've got. So I refuse to get down on myself because I'm heavier than I want to be. I'm not going to do that. Because even when, back in the day, you're 10 stone wet through, even when you're that, you always want to lose half a stone.
Yeah.
So there's no point going down that route.
No matter how you are, there's always something you want to change. I think if you could maybe just do anything that makes yourself feel better, whether that's wearing something that makes you feel good, like bright colours, or if it's having your hair done, just in other ways make yourself feel better, like self-care kind of things. Then that should help combat, like kind of mask it, if you know what I mean. Okay, I think we'll end on this one because the other ones we seem to have answered, I think,
Brilliant.
already.
Well done.
Since turning 50, I feel old. How can I feel young again? Menopause is so draining.
Oh, bless her. Right. The reality is this. I don't want to rewind the clock and go back to when I was 30. I'm much better placed now being 50 than when I was 30. I think you've just got to empower yourself at the age you are. Okay, so when you're 30, things haven't happened to you yet, so you've got all that excitement. When you get to 50, most things have happened, so, you know, that's gone. But what you can do is try and focus on yourself and make yourself feel better. So I would do that by some of the things that we've already said. Healthy diet, some light exercise, stretching and just walking and breathing in air. Surrounding yourself by positive mental attitude, people who are great fun. Do you know what I mean though?
Yeah.
You know, just wanting to be kinder to yourself. I think you'll find that you will just feel younger and brighter by the fact that you're around positive vibes. You're filling yourself with positivity. You know, reading a book, enjoying life. Enjoy life. That's the thing. Don't get bogged down about wrinkles and how you're looking. It's actually more to do with how you're feeling.
Awesome. Wow, Andrea.
Huh? We've done a good job there, Bob.
No, we've got an issue with
We're
high
so
fives.
rubbish at that.
I think the problem is, right, you come in quite strong. I get a bit nervous and I go off to the side a bit because you do slap a bit with your high fives and I don't like the tingling feeling that comes after.
No, it's funny because it's like a handshake for me. I want that.
Oh, no.
No?
Oh, I don't like the buzzy feeling that you get.
So how do you want to do a high five?
Just like a normal person.
Come on then, show me. Yeah.
No, not... That was limp.
Yeah.
I mean, like...
Yeah.
That's all right.
Okay.
I don't want the flipping whack. Do you know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, I'll remove the whack and we'll go in for something a bit more normal. Sorry.
Okay. I hope that has helped somebody out there in some way. If you know anyone that needs to hear this or needs some information or just reassurance, then send this video to them because we want to help as many people as we can, don't we, And?
I really feel like we're all in this together.
Definitely.
You know, it doesn't matter whether you're a man or a woman or in between. It doesn't matter because we all know people around us.
We're all affected by it some way.
Yeah.
Leave a comment, whatever you got to say down there, tell us, reply to other people's comments if they need any help, because they did that last time as well, which is so lovely.
So lovely.
Like everyone helping each other, what a lovely thing that there's someone else to talk to who has had the same experience as you.
Yeah.
Menopause shout out. Hang on.
Tinkerbell.
You got a short baby.
Are you chirping in? Are you on the menopause?
Menopause.
Oh, she got 4 balls.
I love her.
She's in the 4 balls.
I love her. Today's shout out goes to Tracy and Elsie. Guys, thank you so much for commenting and thank you for watching the videos. We really appreciate it. Now it's time for the mother-daughter promise, Andrea. So please, if you haven't already, like the video, comment, subscribe and share it with a friend. And we'll see you next Monday with a brand new video. Bye!
Bye.